Hello, Sharif here, and I want to talk to you tonight about the wave and some more of the revelations around that. Um, I'm assuming that you saw the first five videos in the series. If you didn't, you should. I'm not going to repeat myself. Um, and this series of two or three videos is going to be talking about the nature of the metamorphosis that is the subject of the wave. What is changing? Changing from what to what? Um, Metamorphosis is a really big word. Breaking it down, meta means very big or fundamental, and morphos is change, changing from one shape or thing or condition or nature to another. The most dramatic and the most outstanding metamorphosis that we're aware of is the metamorphosis of the caterpillar to the butterfly. And you have heard me talk about that a lot. And if you haven't heard me talk about that a lot, you should get some of my old videos and listen to it. Um, this first one, I want to talk to you about the nature of metamorphosis itself. All of us are aware of metamorphosis because all of us have undergone it. What you look like today is nothing what you looked like when you were born. You're bigger than this now. Okay, you're way more. You walk around and you eat food and act in ways that you didn't act when you were 2 days, 2 months old. So a child that is, you know, 2 months old, then 2 years old, then 8 years old, then 10 years old. If you lined them all up, you could see there's some very dramatic changes going on there. Oh, let's add 16 years old, another huge dramatic change. And although these changes are occurring, although you can see the progress of those changes from 2 months old to 2 years old, you still look the same. There's not a question in anybody's mind that, you're still a human being. You're still, you know, a the kind of human being you look like now or is the kind of human being you looked like when you were 7 or 8 years old. I can show you a picture of me at 7 or 8 years old, and I look pretty much like I look right now, minus the beard. Um, so these are very, very big changes as we go from being an infant to a child, being a child to a teenager, so, assuming you survive your teenage years and you become an adult. But that's not the profundity of the change that we're looking at when we talk about the change from caterpillar to butterfly. Caterpillar is an eating machine. It wants to eat your entire garden. It um, it is equipped to eat. Huge. It's basically a walking digestive tract. Um, it's designed to go from the one leaf to the next one and eat it, and then eat the next one and eat the next one. Similarly, we human beings have been in our caterpillar stage for, let's say the last 10,000 years or so, where we've basically been eating the entire planet, and we've been eating each other. Um, we our primary job on the planet is separating from each other, separating from human beings, from groups of human beings. and to turn the entire planet into money. Um, that activity is hopefully and thankfully coming to an end. We will have another goal to accomplish. Just like the being of the caterpillar has a goal, and that goal is to get 3 or 4 thousand miles away from North America to Michoacan, Mexico. And if you're going to do that, you're not going to walk for it. You're not going to get there fast enough. You're going to fly. So just by understanding the nature of the change, you can predict wings. You are, because you're going to fly and because you're going to fly fast, you need wings, but you don't need a digestive tract. Because your purpose in going to Mexico is procreation, you need wings and you need sex organs. So basically, butterflies are flying sex organs. And our challenge is, can we look at human society and see where that needs to change from caterpillarness to butterflyness? I think the answer to that is yes, we can if we choose to look at it, look for it. We can see that we're changing from breakers to menders. Breakers and menders being terms that I talk about in Creating a World That Works for All. I strongly suggest you read the book. Breaker thinking is what has to change. And it has to change to an awakening of humanity at a whole new level. We're going to go from breakers to menders. We're going to go from unenlightened, from unaware to awakened. Not some individuals running around saying I'm awakened because I can read the right books, but to act for all of us to act as though we are part of an awakening society. To move from societies dominated by yang, dominated by what we call yang or male energy. Society is dominated by command and control, dominated by keeping people in line because of fear and violence and power. And moving into a feminine, moving into a yin position, moving into something that is a different way of relating to each other, a different way of relating to ourselves, a different way of relating to the earth. Moving from shallow to deep, shallow thinking, bureaucratic thinking, people applying bureaucracies in ways that don't make one bit of sense, but we're doing it because we're applying the bureaucracy. That's all we know how to do, is take the next step in front of us, check the box, regardless of whether or not the box is completely stupid. And moving from being entertained and titillated to being fulfilled, that our purpose is our own personal fulfillment, but our purpose is, how do we create a fulfilling society? That becomes our challenge. How do we do this? What is it that we're trying to do? And on the next few videos, I think I've got 2 more coming, we're going to talk about what this new baby looks like and how we get to this metamorphosis. So, thank you and stay tuned.